through that allows us, at the same time while we're teaching this course to you, while we're running you through all of this training, while we're looking at these multiple charts and we're answering questions from you and we're preparing our talking points for the next lesson, was what allows Akil and I to generate 327 pips of profit during that 2-day period. That's what does it. It's understanding the rules. It's knowing when we come into the market exactly what our plan is, exactly what we intend to do. It's visualizing what the trading day is going to look like, how we're going to react if we get taken out on a protective stop, how we're going to react if we get taken out on a trail stop, how we're going to react if we get our targets. All of those types of things. Right? Questions, comments, concerns? Building a case, you have to test how many signals you want to line up to take the trade. Yeah, Justin, basically what we do is, this is the foundations of the CTS trading strategy that I teach, and when you come into the program, I will teach you the full strategy. It will take, it takes quite a while to walk you through the steps, and then a lot of practical application to begin to run through it. But there is a syntax. It's if then, if then, if then, if then. Absolutely. Now, in the bottom right-hand corner, while you guys are typing some questions, in the Documents tab, I have uploaded the mind map. It's called the Trader Mind Map. Bottom right-hand corner of your window there, you're going to see a Documents button. Click on it. You'll see a pop-up that will, and one of the choices will be Trader Mind Map. How do you choose? And feel free to answer anything you want, Akil.
I saw a good question. I said, how do success rates, I think it was compare on lower time frames to higher time frames? I actually, when I first started trading, I was strictly a higher time frame trader, just because that's what my time allowed. I was still working a job, so I needed to trade those higher time frames because it gave me more time. It also gave me more time to think about my entries and exits and stops and go through that whole process. Since I've gone down to day trading for the last 2.5 years or almost 2 years now, it's different, but they're both profitable. You're gonna see swings in both. I mean, you're gonna have winning streaks. You're gonna have periods of drawdown. Just on the day trading, they're gonna come quicker. On the swing trading, they're gonna last a little longer. So on the swing trading side of things, you may have a drawdown for a month. You may just be a bad month. Patterns aren't completing. I think we had one back in maybe May or something like that. We're just one of those months. Yeah. It is what it is, and you get this. You get the same thing as far on day trading. Just it lasts a little shorter. So instead of getting a month of drawdown, maybe we'll have a bad day or maybe a bad week. But it's definitely you could be profitable on both. The market moves the same way on every pair on every time frame. You got to use the same exact technique, and it'll work no matter what you decide to use.
Question. It's a good question from George. He says, even after you prepare yourself mentally, do you have any advice for when you still go on tilt, even though you try your hardest to remain level? And guys, this is one thing, is you don't want to beat yourself up about that when it happens. Understand that you're learning and that you're running through a process and that it's going to take some time. So the important thing is to try and minimize the damage that you're going to do to yourself when that happens. And like I said, I told you guys yesterday, you should never stop trading, right? You should not stop trading unless what? Unless you know that coming into the market, you're not going to be able to follow your plan. If you know, hey, or you come into the market and you place a trade and you know it was outside of your rules and you know that you're just on tilt, the appropriate thing to do is to close out that trade, win or loss, because it was not a trade inside of your plan, and to just walk away from your screens. Okay? Just leave. Go do something else. Come back in a few hours. Come back in a few days. Whatever you need to kind of recharge yourself And don't sit around and lick your wounds for a month and say, oh, I can't get back, I can't do it, I can't go back into trading. If you do it first at the start, if you cut your losses